Learning from your mistakes. So this is going to be about how you can maximize your language learning from your mistakes. Mistakes are a normal part of language learning, and this is just going to be about how you can grow. So, types of mistakes. There are technically 4 types of mistakes overall, but there's only 2 of which that apply to language learning. So you've got the stretch mistake and the sloppy mistake. The stretch mistake is basically where, as you're learning something, because you don't understand stuff, it takes like time to understand it, and you're going to make mistakes as you go. So that's fairly common sense. And then that's the main mistake you'll make. And then you've got the sloppy mistake, which is basically you just mess up on stuff. So like you might know something, but you might forget it in some kind of test, like if you're reading and you just forget the word all of a sudden. You just need to go over that and revise it. The stretch mistake is the main one though. So you'll obviously make both of these in language learning, and both are very easily fixable, as I'll show you on the next slide. So yeah, and mistakes are obviously normal. They can be frustrating, but don't ever let a mistake beat you. Don't let one mistake make you quit and want to stop, because it's just a mistake. You can overcome it. And the best way to overcome it is to learn from it. But sometimes you don't know how, and it can be really irritating when you've got problems. So I'll give you the best overall solution, and that is keep a journal or a notebook. So on the screen there's the journal I use. You've got this picture here. In the middle is just a picture of it. It's just a brown leather-bound book. I got it from Kmart or something. Literally just any book. Ideally something that's bound, not just random pages, and a physical one is good as well. And as you can see on here, I've just got a few of them. I've written like the language on the top of the spine, and I've got like the name on it as well. And this is just a random page from the Italian one where I was writing about something, journaling. So benefits of a journal. Having a journal means you can write down and keep record of your mistakes. And there's 2 reasons why that's a good thing. So number 1 is to track mistakes. So you can practice things you got wrong and rewrite them. Journaling's excellent for this, but even writing out words you don't know, just any kind of writing is really good. The more you write, the better you get at it. And it was also good, number 2, for tracking progress. So when you see progress, you'll be supremely motivated. Progress is the ultimate thing to motivate you, because when you see that you're actually making progress and getting better, you'll be like, okay, and you want to keep going. It's addictive. It's like a drug. It's rocket fuel. So you want to keep going and learning more. And the opposite of the thing that will demotivate you the most is when you don't think you're making progress. So obviously making progress is going to motivate you the most. So those are the 2 benefits of a journal: track mistakes and track your progress. And how to use it, it's fairly straightforward. So what you want to remember is to stay organized with page headings and dates. So as you can see, I've got the page heading for this page here is days and months. I was just writing out days and months because I kept forgetting them, and then I've just got the date there when I did it, so I know how long ago it was, which is good for tracking progress like I had here. And keep it neat and organized as well. You can even, I don't, but you can even add page numbers and index at the front of the book. So just leave a few pages, and then you can even write down everything if you want. I don't do that. It's probably not that important, but it just depends on how much of a neat freak you are. Journal anything you're learning, so any new vocab. So as you can see here, the vocabulary just means like words and stuff you're learning. I was doing days and months. You can do numbers, colours, anything you're learning. Just write it all out, read over it, practice writing it. You can write it multiple times, and this fixes those stretch mistakes we were talking before, where basically stretch mistakes, as I said, are just things that you're learning, so you obviously make a lot of mistakes because you haven't done it much. And then you can also write and rewrite anything, like I said as well. That fixes sloppy mistakes. So reading is a key part of journaling as well, so don't just write it out, you also want to read over it. Rereading notes with focus helps memorization, so you need to be focused when you're doing it. That's fairly straightforward, but you can't be mind-wandering. The more focused you are, the more you get out of it. If you're 100% focused, you'll get 100% out of it. And it definitely does work, writing and rewriting. It's been proven it's one of the best ways to learn. Obviously, you need to try a bunch of different learning ways, which I'll probably talk about in a future video, but you must have a journal. That's good. And this book is just when I was learning Russian days and months, which learning Russian words can be pretty painful, so I had to write it out in cursive and in block letters, as you can see down there. That's just an example, but yeah, that's all. It's not too difficult, and I believe in you. You got this.